Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're back for the second stream of the day. Welcome back to the free trading movement. So a lot of things I want to talk about before we get into the analysis, but today is going to be the final stream of the week. Tomorrow I can't stream because I'm going to be in the car all day, and then it's Christmas and then the weekend. So this is my last stream until Monday. So I'm going to try and go for as long as possible tonight in terms of how long I'm going to stream. We're going to see if we can break a record. I don't know. I think my record's like almost 3 hours, so that's going to be pretty tough. And I got to wake up at like 5 a.m. in the morning. So I'm not too sure about that. But yeah, welcome to the stream. Crazy, crazy day in the market. I'm going to talk about the charity and stuff in a second. Let me just recap the market. Then we'll get into that. So basically, I'm going to start off with recapping the day. Then after that, I'm going to be talking about the charity, and then after that, we're going to be going into the analysis. But what a day in the market. Whoa! All right, right off the bat, Eclaytoncoop, thank you very much for the $100 donation to start off the charity live stream. Every single dollar donated tonight is going to charity. I'm going to be talking about which charity it's going to in 1 second here after I just recap the day, but you're insane. $100 already. What a start to the stream. Thank you so much. Really going towards a good cause, giving back for Christmas. Awesome stuff. Thank you very much. Let me fix the music 1 second. Let's go. $100. Can we get some vibes in the chat for the $100 donation to charity from Eclaytoncoop? Can we get some vibes in the chat? All right, the music's back on. Thank you very much. I'm going to talk about what charity everything's going to in a second here, but $100, absolutely insane. Great way to start off the night. Thank you. That means a lot. Awesome. So what a day in the market. In terms of this whole entire week, it's the best week yet, and I've been saying that for the past 3 weeks because every single week we're one-upping the last week. In terms of the trades that I put out, CBAT was a 42% profit. XL was a 33% profit based on the entry to my target. But if you would have not sold at the target that I put, which a lot of people did not sell at it, congratulations to you. It would have been like you would have doubled your money because the entry of the trade that I put out for XL on Friday was $15.60, and XL went to like $34 today, so that was absolutely insane. $10 donation from Fab. Thank you very much. That will be also going to charity. Remember, every single cent donated tonight is going to charity. Really appreciate you helping out. Thank you very much. Then NLS is up 23%. That also hit the target. The neon colored ones hit their actual targets that I posted. Ride in 1 day. I posted Ride last night. We went over Ride last night on stream, and I posted it late last night. Ride made the target. Ride literally went to the target, and then it pulled back right at the target for a 19% day trade on Ride. That was absolutely insane. Other than Ride, the other ones, I'm not going to go too far into it. HYLN also went up 12%, SPI 10% since the entry. GBIO, it went down to the exact entry point of the trade, and then it bounced 10% right off the entry. That was an amazing trade as well, but it's not even at the target. It's really close to the target, so wherever you want to take profits on GBIO. I'm not going to talk about the rest too much. And then Fisker, obviously. Yet again, what another great call. I got to be like I probably, out of all my calls on Fisker, let's say I have like 50 calls on Fisker, which I probably have more. Probably like 45 out of those 50 calls on Fisker are correct. So Fisker, the long-term trade that I posted on Fisker is up 15%. And the short-term trade that I posted on Fisker is up 7%. But I think after hours, it's now up 8%. Also called the bottom at 1455 using Fibonacci. So great stuff on Fisker. We're going to get into all the charting in a second here. But we already have $110 donated tonight to charity. And I want to let everybody know what charity we are donating, all the money to tonight, and I want to give like a reason as to why we're doing that. So let me show you guys the charity. So this is a local, I wouldn't say charity, but they're a nonprofit organization, and basically Little Britches, very close to my home because my brother is special needs. So this is where, I really wanted to raise money for this cause, being close to home. And yeah, so basically Little Britches, how do I summarize it? It's pretty much horse riding for children with special needs. And yeah, they did get affected by COVID. I want to help raise some money for them to help feed the horses, help them run their program, and help to bring smiles to, a lot of children's faces. Just like, a small local nonprofit organization that at the same time, my own brother goes there as well. So, for special needs children that really just, it hits close to home, right? So wanted to raise some money. We already have $110 donated to them tonight. Thank you very much for that. And every single cent donated tonight will be going to Little Britches. If you want to look at their website is littlebritchesct.org. So yeah, they've been around for 40 years, and with COVID, they had to, tackle some problems, but I want to try and help them out however we can. So if you do have money to, give back for Christmas and help out, special needs children, and bring smiles to their faces. Again, if you want to donate, the link for that is the first link in the description and the pinned comment in the chat. Basically, everything that's donated tonight during this stream, whatever that dollar amount is, I will pay that through the thing is, I can't really I can't directly donate through the stream, because then we won't have the pop-ups on the stream where it says, so and so donated this amount. So I have to run it through my program, and then after the stream, whatever the dollar amount is, whether it's $110, $1,000, whatever it is, I will donate that to the charity, and I'll post the donation receipt on Twitter and stuff, probably tomorrow. So yeah, 100% of the donations tonight will be going to Little Britches CT. And, if you can donate anything, that would be great. So first link in the description is where you can donate, and the pinned comment in the chat is where you can donate as well. And that kind of goes over that. If anybody asks again in the chat, I'd be happy to explain it again, later on in the stream. But I think we can get into the analysis. I just really want to not only just give back for Christmas, but also help out, an organization that I've been to. I've been to this place, and my brother rides there. So yeah, that's who we're donating to tonight. If you have anything to donate, pin comment in the chat, first link in the description. Now we should get into the analysis. Thank you already for the $110 donated. Really appreciate that. I don't have a live tracker because I don't really know how to set that up. But at the end of the stream, I'm going to, I'm going to count up how much we have donated at the end of the stream. Scrooge with the $50 donation. Can we get some vibes in the chat? We currently, off the top of my head, I think we have $160 raised in the first 10 minutes of the stream. So thank you so much to Eclaytoncoop, Scrooge, and Fab for donating $160 collectively. Really means a lot. Really going to be going to a good cause, putting smiles on children's faces. Thank you very much for that. Vibes in the chat. Thank you very much for the $50 donation, Scrooge. And yeah, if you want to donate, pin comment in the chat. Right now we're looking at Fisker, and if you've been following me, let me go to the daily. We've been talking about Fisker since it was, even from up here on the rundown, I've been talking about Fisker. And then I put I said this could be the bottom with the bullish butterfly harmonic at that time. And there was 4-hour classic bullish divergence. It bounced off of that and it went to almost $24. Then it's been pulling back violently. The same story of, big shorts in the morning, trying to recover throughout the day, and then a big power hour and aftermarket, and the same thing. And the cycle broke today. It broke out today. And this is something I've been calling on Twitter for a week. I put out the long-term trade with an entry of $14.55 last week, or I think maybe the week before last week, whenever this was, right in the beginning of December. So, and then I put out the short-term trade. I think it was on Monday. I don't remember exactly. I'm pretty sure it was 100% this week. So the entry of the short-term trade was $15.68 on Tuesday, or yesterday. It literally was 10 cents away from being stopped out. We could zoom in here. It got very close to being stopped out, literally 6 or 7 cents away. And then today, with the hidden bullish divergence on the daily, Fisker was able to bounce up, broke the 1651, and on the 4-hour, where did it go to? The resistance I've been talking about for a long time, the $17.50 resistance. It went to there and it pulled back. So we've been showing that resistance on stream. It still is up about 8% since the entry, so that's great. And yeah, Fisker, great day. I mean, you also had the 1-hour hidden bullish divergence. I showed this last night on the stream, and I showed this in chat. We had a 12-minute breakdown of Fisker last night. So great stuff there. And then let's go to the story of the day. Another trade that I put out, but it absolutely crushed the target that I had. NLS went up 86% today. The original buying, or the buy level of the original trade I put out, was $15.60. You can't see that on the chart right now because The ticker used to be PIC, and they deleted all the data I had on my chart when it was PIC before it merged on Monday. But I mean, insane. It's just crazy what XL did. Honestly, and I'm trying to be as objective as possible, there's not much I can do at this point, just because I don't have my old chart and it already passed all of the Fibonacci levels. There is no Fibonacci levels right here. So I have no clue what's going to happen next for XL. I'm just being completely honest. I've had great calls on XL when it was PIC. Great calls on that. Called like the 1618 top at like $18, and I called the bounce back at like 14 something, 14.96 I think. $10 donation from Braden, really appreciate it. I think that has 170 raised for charity. I'm trying to keep account. Braden says, here's to 150% on Fisker calls and holiday spirit. Keep up the good work. Thank you very much for the donation and the kind words. Glad to hear you made 150% on your Fisker calls. My Fisker call options today were the best trade I've ever made in my life. I'll talk about it later maybe, but those calls paid me well for sure. Super hyped about that. Complete opposite of yesterday. Yesterday I had a terrible day in the market, and I put out a tweet saying whenever you do have a bad day in the market, just move on and learn from it. You always get another opportunity, and that's what happened today. After having a terrible day in the market yesterday, I had my second best day ever in the market today, where I doubled my portfolio literally today, which was crazy. Thank you again for the $10 donation. And yeah, XL went absolutely insane. They got like a crazy price target of $100 from Investor Place. I don't want to say crazy, like I'm not saying it's possible. Anything is possible, but again, just remember, it pretty much has tripled in price since it was at the $10 support when it was PIC. So I have no clue what's going to happen next. Sorry about that. I've had a good clue of where it could be going in the last few weeks, but at this point, I would be lying to you if I told you that there's a high probability edge. There just currently isn't. I can see both the ways happening. So that's XL. Did I make my bed today? I don't want to move my laptop too much, but yes, I made my bed, absolutely. First thing I did in the morning. I didn't make my bed yesterday. I had a terrible day in the market. First thing I did this morning when I woke up was make my bed, and had my second best day ever in the market. So we could take a look at BFT cup and handle. We could take a look at that. Also, to anybody who's been DMing me on Twitter, I really apologize. I've been busy since the second I woke up at 9:20 a.m. Literally was trading all day and posting tweets. Then I did like an early Christmas with my family because we're going on vacation. And then I had to take a shower, and then I came to the stream. And I did a stream earlier in the afternoon. I streamed in power hour. So literally since the second I woke up, I haven't had like a really much time to look at my DMs, but I will after the stream. We need more likes on the stream. Come on. Great day in the market, donating to charity. We have 43 people in here and only 20 likes. We need 30 likes. Hit that like button. You know, if you're not subscribed already, join the free trading movement. Weeknight streams. Well, actually, every single day I've been streaming for the past 11 days, and that's what I plan to do, except this is going to be my last stream of this week because I'm traveling tomorrow and Christmas is on Friday and then the weekend. So, yeah, BFT, we could take a look at that. Is there a cup and handle forming? Thank you again for the donation, Fab. There could be. Let's see what the retrace is at, though, in terms of Fibonacci. Maybe. The handle might be a little bit too steep, if I'm being honest. But you don't have any divergence, unfortunately. On the daily, there's no divergence. So does it really matter whether there's a cup and handle? You could argue that it is a cup and handle, and you could argue that the handle is too steep. So I don't want to be the verdict of that. It just depends on how you interpret it. I don't think it changes much. I think no matter what, your resistance is 1543. If you ever break 1543, the way to target your Fibonacci would be your 1618 would be at like $16.50 after that, and your 2618 would be at like $18.30 or something. So, and then your support, it's kind of hard to make a real support. Maybe 1416 could be a support, but it's not that strong, so I'm going to delete it. I think your real support is 1355. So support 1355, resistance 1543. If 1543 ever breaks, those are your Fibonacci lines. You can take a screenshot if you want, but that is BFT. Again, every dollar donated tonight is going to charity. If you have anything that you can donate to Little Bridges, which is a local horse riding center for special needs children. Every single dollar donated tonight will go to them. I think we have, let me try and count it up. I want to keep a count, so I'm actually just going to count it up on my notes, I guess. So every time we get a new donation, I can count it. So we have $170 so far. We've already raised $170. Thank you so much to Braden, Scrooge, Fab, and Eclaytoncoop. I'm just trying to make sure it is 170. Yeah, it is 170 tonight. So 170 so far is being donated to charity. If you have anything, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. But that is BFT, that was Fisker, that was XL. I think another thing we could look at, HYLN. And again, I kind of went over these in my Power Hour stream today, but HYLN, if we look at the daily, it broke out. I tweeted about it. Yesterday it had a fake out, but today it had a real breakout. It broke out of the downsloping supply line and the 1783 horizontal line. Also classic bullish divergence on the daily. This trade is currently up since the entry. It's up 9%. At one point today though, we got some pretty big pullbacks on some of the trades, but in the morning they were like, literally there was like 7 trades that were up 10% or higher. At one point it was up 13%. Now it's only up 9%. The other trade was GBIO. The idea of the trade was yesterday, it was right here. Where was the close? The close was right here at 33.48 was the close yesterday. And the idea of this trade was for a fall back down to the support of $32, which used to be your resistance. You had hidden bullish divergence. And the idea was to enter on a back test of the support, which was 32. I entered this position myself. And at 32, it went up 10%. So that was a 10% trade so far. If you want to keep on, I'm still holding, but the target is 36.30. Pretty much this area right now is the profit taking level for the trade, but of course you still have a gap fill to 45. It's just 36.30 is a pretty decent resistance. So I always like to be more conservative with my targets just so we can help people lock them in. But remember, profit taking is very subjective. Is it a head and shoulders? Regardless, the trade's already up 10%. So, you know, I was playing off the bounce and it was super easy to manage your risk. But could it head and shoulders at 36.30 when it goes there? Maybe. It could be argued. $50 donation from Joshua. Thank you so much for donating to charity. Let's go. Let's add that to the count so far. So 170 plus 50. We have $220 donated to charity already in the first 20 minutes of the stream. $10 donation from CBRUCK. Let's add that. Now we have $230 being donated to charity to Little Britches, a horse riding place for children with special needs. Very close to home for me. So $230 so far. Let me see the messages. Thank you both for donating. Joshua with the $50 donation said, great charity, Merry Christmas. Here's to a great finish of 2020 and a better 2021. Definitely, 100% agree with all of that. Crazy year being 2020, but you know, in the stock market, that was like kind of like the place where things were okay. Well, pretty much better than okay. So, you know, even regardless of the stock market and stuff, you know, everybody's families, I hope that everybody's doing well. You know, I hope you're doing well mentally, physically. And yeah, here's to a better 2021. Hopefully the macro can turn around for sure. We will go over Pfizer in a second. Trade Assassin. I actually have call options on Pfizer that expire tomorrow, so wish me luck. But my Fisker calls today got me pretty comfortable. They went up like, my Fisker calls today, I don't know, it was hundreds of percents of profit. I didn't even look at it, but I don't know if somebody can do the math. I bought the option premiums at 14 cents and I sold them at like 50 cents or something. So I don't know what the percentage gain on that is, but it was my biggest trade ever because I had a pretty decent position size in it. CB Ruck says, vibes, thanks for all that you do. Appreciate it, and thank you for supporting me and supporting Little Britches, the charity tonight. Appreciate all the donations. $220 raised so far. Yeah, and Equine Therapy Facility, putting smiles on faces that don't see smile often. Just trying to help out as much as we can, as Research said. We will go over Pfizer and Walmart. Trade Assassin bought XL calls at $17. Congratulations, Trade Assassin. That is awesome. Glad to hear that. And let's take a look. What was I going to say? First, Pfizer, right? It's in profit by like, I don't know, 1% or something. I don't even want to look at it, but it moves very slowly. Hidden bullish divergence on the daily. It bounced off the golden retrace. This is where I said yesterday, I put out a tweet saying this is where you want to see the demand come in. right when it was at the lowest point of the rally, and that's where your demand came in today. It had a 2% day, bounced off the 618 off a major support level. This orange line right here used to be a resistance for a long time, and then you also had, or you have, divergence on the 4-hour really developing. So currently this trade is working out how I wanted it to work out. Again, it's not certainty, it's just probability. Two targets that I'm looking at on the trade are $39 and $41 pretty much, give or take. But again, it just depends on your, your personal profit strategy. That's just like my target based off of technicals. So yeah, Pfizer, I have some call options in it. Really hoping that it has a good day tomorrow, and we'll see if it gets to 38.50. That would be great. But we'll see. Again, I'm not tripping if those don't play out because of the Fisker profits today, but that would be great if it did. So we can take a look at Walmart. Again, I warned about Walmart yesterday morning. Literally, I warned about it breaking the demand line of the channel like 10 minutes before the lawsuit news dropped, concerning, what was it again? What's the word? Opioids? Is that how you say it? Opiates. I don't know why I can't pronounce things whenever I hop on stream. It's just like I can pronounce it in my head, but then when I say it out loud and I'm streaming, I can't talk correctly. I don't know. Opiates. Can somebody please correct me or let me know that it just feels weird to say it when I'm overthinking it. I don't know. But you get the point. They had the lawsuit and stuff. Walmart broke out of the channel to the downside. I warned about this on Twitter. Currently the trade is only down about 1.5%, but I exited my position because the idea of this trade was to hold the upsloping channel. Depending on how you chart it, if you chart it a little bit differently and you use like this low or something, maybe it could still be in your channel, so you can chart that how you want. But personally, unless it really pivots back to the upside, I'm out for now. Your hidden bullish divergence also got canceled out. Correct? It's either based on where you're from. So I'm just going to go with whatever I said. I don't even remember. But that is Walmart broke out of the channel to the downside. Another one that did fail. So we were talking about the major winners in the beginning of the stream. Walmart did fail, and KNDI did fail as well. But again, I warned about Walmart and KNDI yesterday morning before they continued to drop. So if you're not following me on Twitter and you want those live updates, because things can change in the matter of an hour, if you want those live updates, follow me on Twitter at ChampionVibe. Where is KNDI at? Right here. So KNDI, yeah, it got stopped out. It's just, you broke this demand line on the daily. Walmart broke the demand line and KNDI broke the demand line. And I warned about both of them right when they were breaking it. So if you wanted to exit on that warning, you would have only lost, we could pull it out. If you wanted to exit on that warning, you would have only lost like about 5%. And you compare that 5% to the 15% on Fisker, to the 30+% on XL, depending on when you sold, to the 10% on HYLN, to the 20% on Ride, to the 47% on CBAT. That is risk management. So, you did have 2 bad trades, but you had like 6 or 7 crazy trades, and you made so much more on those crazy trades. You made so many dozens of percents of profits on those that losing, 5 to 10% on one trade, that's just how it goes. That's risk management. You move on to the next one, and you keep on managing that risk so that you can potentially gain more than you're always risking. But yeah, broke the demand line. There's still this kind of hidden bullish divergence, but I don't know. I'll keep it on my watch list. I'll see how it develops. But the original trade was to hold 817, which was a very critical support level, and it did not hold that. SFT has risen 15% in the last week. We could definitely check it out, Paula. Keep on hitting that like button. Let's get to 40 likes. Great day in the market for most of the trades, ranging between 2% profit to like 40% profit or so in terms of like the whole week. So great day in the market. Donating money to charity. If you can donate anything to Little Britches, it is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. If anybody missed the beginning part of the stream and has like a question on what the charity is, just drop it in the chat and one of the mods can answer your question, or if I see it, I'll answer your question. Or you could just scroll back to the beginning of the stream when I did describe the charity and stuff. But yeah, if you want to donate to Little Britches, it's the pinned comment in the chat. So we can take a look at SFT. And again, this is the final stream of the week, unfortunately, because I'm in the car all day tomorrow. and it's Christmas after that, the day after, and then the weekend. So I'll see you on Monday after tonight's stream, but I'm gonna try and stream until, as long as I can. The only thing is I have to wake up at 5 a.m. So we'll see. We'll work through it, but I'm definitely gonna be live for like another hour minimum. We'll see how the vibes are. What did you study in school related to trading? Nothing. School did not teach me anything about money. That is something, that's a big issue I have with the general education system. High school taught me nothing about money, and what I'm learning currently in college, I know most of the things they're teaching me in terms of, finance and stuff. So I don't know. I don't want to go too deep into like my general education opinions, but I learned all of this by watching a streamer called Mitch Ray and devoting a whole entire year of my life to practicing this, trading, and putting in probably 8 hours a day for the last year of my life. That's kind of how I learned it. I have a free course in the description if you want to check that out. And I also just put out a risk management video, which is like all the way on the bottom of that free course. I added it to my free course playlist. Great resource to use. More info coming soon on the free trading movement. Again, here's the logo for that. It's pretty much just going to be a website that is like a hub for all of my stuff, and I'm going to be adding even more things to what I'm doing in terms of one-on-one calls, in terms of a community Discord. That's all I'm going to say. There's a lot more things coming soon in January, but a lot of stuff there. Max agrees with my talk on education, I believe. Trade Assassin says you're changing lives. Very humbling to hear something like that. I really hope I am. And RSA says nice, hard work paying off. Hard work 100% pays off all the time. $30 donation from Cheddar Freeze. Keep at it, champ. Happy holidays to you and your fam. Same to you, Cheddar Freeze. Same to everybody in the stream. Happy holidays. Hope you and your family are all, happy, healthy, and safe. And thank you very much for donating $30 to Little Britches. Really, it's going to make a difference and put smiles on children's faces. So great. Yeah, let's look at SFT. Appreciate the donation very much. Oh, I need to add that to the list of donation money raised tonight. So I have $240 here. Let me ensure that. $5 donation from Nick Nasty TV, who is the co-commissioner in the Call of Duty League I run. I think you're casting a match. Aren't you supposed to be casting a match right now, Nick Nasty? But thank you very much for the $5 donation. Nick Nasty said, retweet my tweet for XP League, lol. All right, I will retweet your tweet right now on the XP League Twitter. But thank you very much. He just added Vibe League. Oh, okay. I got you right there. Retweeted it. You could always ask Thornbush. He also has the login for the social media. But thank you for donating $5 to charity. So I think we're sitting at 245. Let me count it up again just to make sure. I think we have more than that. I'm going to count it up at the end of the stream. You know what? I want to keep a live count because people are donating right now. I'm sorry if this is going to take a second, but I don't want to mess this up. And I don't have like a live tracker on the stream. So I'm just going to keep on recounting it. Yeah, I did mess that up. So good thing I recounted it. We have $265 donated to charity so far in half an hour of streaming. So thank you very much for the $265 donated already. If you want to donate, it's the pin comment in the chat. First link in the description. If you have a question about who you're donating to, you can drop it in the chat. And either me, Rooster, Bala, or Print will answer your question, or anybody who was here for the beginning part of the stream. SFT, let's get to it. It bounced off the 836 support, which was also your 0.618 golden retrace. And yes, it's really trying to break this 936 mark. If it can get above 936 and hold it, your next resistance is 1053. It was your candle close from right here on the daily, and it was your support from right here on the daily. So, either it breaks 936 and it can see like 1050, or it cannot break 936 and then your support is 836. So those are like the two potential scenarios I'm looking at. Not much of a pattern. I would not call that an inverse head and shoulders, just because then your neckline would be way too crazy and there's no way you could ever like break out of it. That would like go up a lot. That's SFT. Do you think Fisker keeps going up tomorrow or retracts? I don't know, and there's no way to know. But what you can do is react to whatever happens. So in my opinion, if it can hold over 1651, I think we're going to see 1750 again tomorrow. If it cannot hold 1651 and you get morning shorts and stuff like that, let me just see what's next. If 1651 breaks, let me go on the 1 hour actually. If 1651 breaks, then you have 1599. So it's either it holds 1651 and it could see 1750 again. If it breaks 1750, it could go to 1821. Or the bearish scenario will be you get the morning shorts or whatever it is, and it breaks under 1651, then you have $16 support. $15 donation from Patrick Cattell. Thank you very much. Let me add that to the total donation count. We have $315 donated to charity in the first half an hour of the stream. Thank you so much to everybody who's donated. Patrick says, Merry Christmas, mate. Love studying charts because of you. Best wishes to you and your family. Glad to hear that you're enjoying the charting, and same to you, same to your family. Best wishes as well. Thank you very much for donating $50. It is going to make a change for Little Britches. Really appreciate the $50 donation. Shout out to everybody who's donated tonight. At the end of the stream, I'm going to shout out everybody who's donated. I'm going to say your names again. And I'm going to like triple check that the donation count is correct. I'm going to like calculate it like 3 times, like I'm in math class, proofread it. But currently, based on like me trying to, do it live, we're at 315. I'll just, I'll triple check at the end of the stream and stuff. So really appreciate it. Can we get some vibes in the chat for the $50 donation to Little Britches from Patrick? I want to see vibes in the chat. We have 45 people here. Anthony says hello. Hello, Anthony. Welcome to the free trading movement. So yeah, in terms of Fisker, just use each level. I don't know for sure what's going to happen. It's nice. The trade is nicely in profit. I'm not sure what's going to happen. It looks more bullish than bearish to me. I think we broke out today, so I think we can see continuation. But the market does not care about what I think. It doesn't care about what anybody thinks. So all you can do at the end of the day, is react to what does happen in the market. So these are your levels. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. I think I'm missing the $16 level on the 4 hour. Let me just add that on the 4 hour. So you can take a screenshot of the levels if you want to. So here's your 4 hour. These are all the levels. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. Basically, if you break one to the upside, that's good. If you fall under one to the downside, that's bad. And then you can go to the next one. You break a level, you go to the next level based on probability, but it's not certainty. Those are just, areas with a lot of data at them. But I do think, with the hidden bullish divergence on the 1 hour playing out and the hidden bullish divergence on the daily developing and the breakout right here, this downsloping supply line, I do think we could see higher prices. But again, nobody cares about what I think, and nobody should care about what I think. BFI, if you have time. Yeah, I own BurgerFi in my Roth IRA retirement account. But whoa, okay, finally they added all the data to the chart. So what TradingView has been doing is whenever you have like SPACs and stuff that they have their ticker change, on the date that the ticker changes, they don't put all the data from the past. They just show the 1 day of data, which is why I can't really chart PIC right now. Excel right now. But it was the same scenario on BFI where I couldn't really chart it because the ticker changed from OPES. But it looks like, maybe like a week. I don't remember when the merger here was, but maybe, like a week or so after the merger is when TradingView updates it. So the data is back. So I'm going to chart BFI like how I originally did. If you were here when it was OPES, I showed on stream when this was breaking out at literally $11. You can scroll back to my old streams. I've been looking at this since $11. I actually got into this position late. I entered it at like $13.80 or $14 is when I put it in my retirement account. And it went really high to $17.66, and now it pulled back pretty badly to $14.50. So it broke out right here. Let's see what Fibonacci it went to. Keep hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button. Yeah, it went to the 78.6% retrace and pulled back there. So that was great. Nice run right there. No divergence on the daily. And the 4 hour is not loading for whatever reason. Will the 1 hour load? The 1 hour will not. So only the daily is loading. Let's see if the daily loads on XL. No, it doesn't. All right. So BFI is right there. So yeah, all I have is the daily chart. You don't have divergence on it. I can chart like the different levels right here. I don't like how you fell back under 15. That was your resistance right here and right here. You wanted to hold that on the back test. So you want to get back above $15. If you cannot, Your next support that I'm looking at is 1331. And then if you want one to the upside, just right here, the local high at 1763. So those are the levels on the chart for BFI. No divergence or pattern though. So yeah, can't look at the 4 hour and 1 hour yet, unfortunately. We need one more like for 40 likes. Great day in the market, donating to charity tonight. Already have over $300 donated. So hit that like button. Just a good vibes right now. But yeah, that was BFI. Drop some tickers in the chat as well. What do you want me to take a look at? We're gonna be here for a second. If you didn't notice yet, the last like week of streams, you've barely been able to see my face because I had no lighting, but I just got, you know, lighting. So I have like a, you know, a light right there. So finally you can kind of see my face. It's just, I flipped my room around last week. So my lights that are on the wall over there used to give light to my face because my desk was against that wall. But now I'm like looking out the window. So I needed to order lighting and it's here now. So hopefully it looks better. Look at Fisker warrants tomorrow. I cannot trade Fisker warrants on any of the platforms I use. And yeah, so usually if I want to, you know, play Fisker differently than common shares, I'll do call options like I did today, and that worked out very well. So we got some stuff coming in. We can take a look at Moderna and TSN for Scrooge. Appreciate the donation yet again. So let's take a look at that. Moderna and TSN. So TSN, let's see what's up with this. Could be hidden bullish divergence on the daily, but really early to call. And you want to get back, let me make that orange. You want to get back above 66.30. That is a very critical price point. It was your resistance right here. And it was your resistance pretty much all year since the COVID crash. You broke it, but then you fell right back under, which I don't really get. Not too typical to see something like that. There could be hidden bullish divergence on the daily, but I'm not going to chart it. It's just, it only just begun potentially. But on the 4 hour, you have a real good shot of hidden bullish divergence where the MACD is pretty close to moving back towards green. TOS has them. The thing is, I use Thinkorswim for my retirement account, so I don't really want to be trading warrants in my retirement. So what I use for like shorter term trades are Webull and Robinhood. So Webull and Robinhood don't let you trade Fisker warrants. People are mentioning a golden cross happening on Fisker. Is that significant? We can talk about the golden cross and I can check that out right after I look at TSN and Moderna. But yeah, golden cross is significant. I used to use golden crosses, like, you know, the moving averages and stuff. But right now I only use the 200-day moving average. So a golden cross just means your short-term moving average goes over your long-term moving average, which is bullish. So we can take a look at that. I'll put the indicator on my chart for that. But TSN, you want to get back over 66.30. Otherwise, you know, that's not good. That's your resistance. You have hidden bullish divergence on the RSI and the MACD on the 4 hour, which implies price continuation to the upside. All right, can you chart that, please? Come on. In terms of support, is the music too loud right now? Can you let me know in the chat? I feel like it is a little bit loud. Let me know if you want me to lower it or if it's good. Yeah, your support looks like 61.98. You kind of got to it and bounced off of it almost. So you have hidden bullish divergence. $62 is your support and $66 is your resistance on TSN. Yeah, the music sounds really loud right now. Moderna also has potential hidden bullish divergence, but it fell under the 130 support. So I mean, I can chart the hidden bullish divergence, but you know, pretty weird. I mean, not weird because there's obviously other factors, but both Pfizer and Moderna that got approved for emergency authorization of vaccines, both of them had a pretty bad crash, not crash, but fall after that. Oh, let me go on the daily. I think that was an all-time, yeah. So you don't, see, this is the issue. You don't have any support until like right here. You actually have a gap to fill right here. So your high from that day was 109.29. Just put it right there. You have a gap to fill at 109 and you don't have any support until then, and you don't have any divergence or pattern on the daily. All you're working with is potential, it's not even confirmed, potential hidden bullish divergence. So on the 4 hour, I don't know, it's trying to get back above like 131. If it can get back above 131, then maybe the divergence can play out. So just react to whatever happens. Literally, this is a make or break area for Moderna. If it can break above this, great, and then it's saved. But if it can't break back above, you don't have much support until like 110. So take caution if it cannot break back above 131. Now we can go back to Fisker to look and see if there's a golden cross. So let me go to the daily and put those moving averages on my chart. So let me take off the 200-day real quick. Where is it at? Why doesn't that show it there? That's so weird. Wait, the 200-day is not even on my chart right now. What am I doing? So you're looking for the 50, 200. All right, it's not showing me that indicator, so I'm just gonna search up golden cross. Oh, that's a terrible indicator. I'm trying right here. I remember, what was it? It was, so I know it's a 50 and 200-day. I can't remember the indicator though. Let me try this out. Will that throw the lines on my chart? Yes, it will. So 50 green and red, that's not really showing it. I can't find the correct indicator, unfortunately, right now, which is kind of stressing me out. I think it was MA cross. Was that it? Yes, that is it. Okay. So you want the red to be lining, you want the red to go higher than the green. It does not look like the red is higher than the green right now, so I'm not sure about that. I think it depends. I don't know. It's showing me that the red is lower than the green right now. So I don't even know if this is the 50 and 200 though. I know the golden cross is your 50-day moving average moving over your 200-day moving average. I just can't find the correct indicator on TradingView. So whatever platform you have, pull out your 50-day moving average, pull out your 200-day moving average, and see if your 50-day moving average just crossed over the 200-day. I don't really use golden crosses much just because, I don't know. It's just my personal preference. I used to use them, but not that much anymore. I just prefer the 200-day simple moving average, and you're well above that, so that means you're in an uptrend. But yeah, find that out yourself. Unfortunately, can't find the correct indicator. It's barely too loud. I would turn it down one level. All right, thank you, Bala. That should be good now. All right, that should be good. The song's a little bit quieter too. Thank you for 40 likes. Again, every single dollar donated tonight will be going to charity. Ivan, or Yvonne, however you pronounce it, thank you for all the tips you've been saying, by the way, but you don't necessarily need 200 days of trading to make a 200-day moving average. It's just a 200-day moving average simplifies the price over what would be a 200-day period. So I get what you're saying, like technically, yes, you would want 200 days of price movement to get like a very accurate reading on that indicator. But you don't need that much time for it to develop. Like you could look at any new chart. Let me try and find one. I'm just thinking of IPOs right now. Not on Dash. I'm trying to think of something that's been around for like just a little bit. Maybe OPES, right? Well, not OPS, it's now BFI. Yeah, look, your 200-day moving average appeared on this chart, and right when you broke over the 200-day moving average, you broke that 200-day moving average and you ran. So a very similar thing happened to PIC. Once PIC broke the 200-day moving average, and the 200-day moving average back then was like $10.80. Once PIC broke that 200-day moving average, that was really when the run began. I don't know if it's because of that. I'm just saying that was what happened. So yeah, and look, you were also using the 200-day moving average as support right here. So the 200-day moving average does work very well. You're seeing it as proof right now. It was your only reason to have support right here, because it wasn't even the $10 redemption share price. That would be down here. So as you can see, that 200-day moving average was support, and this was only traded for like 2 or 3 months at this point. So yeah, it still does work. Golden cross breakout on TOS confirmed by Rooster. So add that to the list. I mean, really, just you have the breakout of this pennant, you have a daily hidden bullish divergence, you had the 1 hour hidden bullish divergence, you're above the 1650 resistance. You have a lot of factors to work with. But again, just remember, between 1750 to 1821 was what Fisker really struggled to break right here before it had the nasty gap down on that one bad call I had on Fisker. That was a bad call I had. But yeah, this was a major resistance area, and you're seeing it yet again. If it ever breaks 1821 with confirmation, I mean, there really is not much resistance after that. It's just like a straight line. So, but we'll see. Take it day by day and react to the different levels. These are the different levels right here. If you want to take a screenshot, go for it. But take it day by day and just react to the different levels. So yeah. If you want to send a donation to Little Britches, which is a horse riding place for children with special needs, that is like a local place, hits close to home, you know, for me. So if you want to donate to them, it's the pinned comment in the chat, first link in the description. 100% of the money donated tonight will be sent to them. I'll be posting the receipt on that tomorrow on Twitter. And we'll count up how much money was exactly donated at the end of the stream, and we'll shout out everybody who did donate as well at the end of the stream. $10 donation from Hazza, great timing. Hazza, thank you for all the donations you've been sending in the past week. Hazza said, keep doing what you're doing, man. Very humbling from such a young guy. Could you check out GIX whenever you get a chance? I'll check out GIX right now. Thank you for donating $10 to charity. Really means a lot and will make a difference. So really appreciate that. So we can take a look at GIX. But just to finish on your point, Rooster, golden crosses, like I'm not saying they don't work. They do work. I just prefer the 200-day moving average to using both of them at the same time. I don't know why. It just makes this more simple to me. But I would never, you know, from a technical analysis guy, they do work. It's just not my cup of tea in terms of technicals. Everybody has their own way of doing it. Some people use Elliott waves. I don't use Elliott waves. Some people use Bollinger Bands. I don't use Bollinger Bands. It's just whatever works best for you. The MACD, the RSI, the volume, the 200-day moving average, and the VWAP are what work best for me. So just personal preference. This is GIX. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. You can see it playing out. There is a gap to fill at 1044. So right there. So there's a gap to fill at 1044 on the 4-hour. We could verify that on the daily. No, but there's no gap to fill on the daily, so I'm actually going to delete that. I usually only consider gaps when it's on the daily. What is going on here? Let me take these off of the daily chart. But you actually also have daily hidden bullish divergence. So we have 4-hour hidden bullish divergence and daily hidden bullish divergence, which is actually confirmed on the green wick today. And again, like I've been saying on all these new SPACs, the technicals are not the reason that the price is going up really on these new SPACs. The reason the price is going up is because of the hype around SPACs right now. And if the company that is about to IPO is a good company, a YouTuber I watch called the Stock Watch. Let me delete this. I'm just gonna delete the sign. There's a YouTuber I watched called the Stock Watch. He actually made a full video on GIX. And he liked the company. I watched that video. They look like a pretty good company on how they're trying to combine different things. I'm pretty sure it was GIX he talked about. I might be mixing up with another one, but I think it is that one. So, I mean, yes, it bounced off the 200-day moving average, which was also your redemption price for the shares, which was also a point where you made hidden bullish divergence. So technically, there were technical indicators for this move up, but I don't think that is why it made the move up. It made like a 10% run or so. In terms of what could be happening now, again, it's really hard to chart something with such little data. You need data to chart. The more data you have, the stronger the argument is. But on this little amount of data, you have a resistance at 1128. You kind of have a rounding bottom like a lot of SPACs have done, like IPOC. Let me pull that up on TradingView. IPOC had a rounding bottom before the massive pump. So look, right here, look at this rounding bottom. Rounding bottom. What does a rounding bottom mean? It's not a cup and handle, it's a rounding bottom. That means over here you were really bearish. Then people started feeling neutral about it, more neutral. Then people started feeling bullish about it, bullish. So a rounding bottom just means that gradually over time, in a very consistent manner, the thesis or the perception of the stock to market participants is becoming more bullish, very gradually, in a almost perfect like rounding bottom way. So if you want to call that a bull, you can go for it. Anthony said, I'm looking for a mentor and also lessons. I'm going to be announcing one-on-one lessons soon, but I'm not really doing those publicly yet. I've done a couple of them like privately, but there's going to be more details on that soon. Also, Discord is coming out soon. That is all going to be part of the free trading movement. The website's also going to be like the main hub for every single thing I'm doing that's coming in 2021. And if you just want a free course, yeah, like how Rooster said, thank you Rooster and Bala and Print for always providing info to the chat. But it's a free course. The link for that is in the description. So yeah, you can find that out. Just hit the free course link. There's like 8 videos. It starts off literally at beginner and it teaches you what stocks are, and it moves all the way into advanced within an hour. Pretty digestible. So you can check that out. Again, keep hitting that like button. Let's get to 50 likes. Great day in the market. Raising money for charity. If you want to send a donation to charity, it's the pinned comment in the chat, first link in the description. So yeah, you can do that, and then hit that like button. Just hit it. If you're not subscribed, join the free trading movement. This is the logo right here. Join the free trading movement and hit that subscribe button. I think there's a new message coming in. I know what stocks are and everything. I just want to learn more strategies. Well, the second half of that course goes over different strategies. I think the 7th video is literally all about strategies in terms of technical breakdowns. So yeah. Drop more tickers in the chat. What do you all want to take a look at? I'm gonna skip that song. So if you want to donate to charity, it's the pinned comment in the chat. Look at the hat. Look at the hat. I put out a tweet on this, but we did Christmas early today because we're going on vacation, my family. But so today I made the best trade of my life on Fisker call options, and what I got for Christmas, or a few of the things I got for Christmas, were a Fisker hat, and I got like a whole entire poster of option strategies. So like, how ironic is that? On the day I make my best Fisker option trade, I get a present, which is a Fisker hat and an options poster. Like, crazy irony right there. I don't like that song either. FUBO pulled back 15% today. Yeah, so I had a bad open or something. Zach Morris said to place stop losses on it in the morning. Saw that on Twitter. I mean, like, am I surprised? No. It just, it went from $10 to $62. Pulling back $10 is not surprising at all. It was at a very high Fibonacci level. It even tried to break it, and then it pulled back down. So there's not much I can do. You have a straight line up. There isn't any pattern there. There is no divergence. There are no meaningful candles. So literally nothing that I'm seeing there. You do have a gap to fill, actually, right down here at like 51.63. There's a gap fill right there, but other than that, there's not much for me to work with on FUBO in terms of technicals. CRM had like a fake out. We went over this in the stream that I did earlier in the day during power hour. It had a fake out of the 229 resistance. I don't know if it's like a confirmed fake out. It could get back over. Just basically, if you can really hold above 229 for long enough, there's a gap to fill at like, what was it on the daily? Yeah, like there's a gap to fill at like 238. Let me just move that down. I don't know why it's on the candle body. But there's a gap to fill at like 238 if it can really break 229. If it can't break 229, your next support is 215. Literally that simple. There's not much to do other than that. You don't have divergence or pattern. CBAT falling wedge on the daily. Yeah, it broke out of it. I'm not saying that like I'm not trying to be cocky. I'm just saying like, yeah, that was great. $5 donation from Danny D. He says, thanks for all your help. Thanks for being real. You able to go over JKS for educational purposes? Absolutely. Thank you for donating $5 to Little Bridges. I think I forgot to add like a couple donations to like the live counter. So I'm just going to count at the end of the stream. I know we have over $300 donated already to charity, so thank you so much for that. And yeah, at the end of the stream, I'm just going to count it all up again because I don't want to mess it up. And I'm going to like verify it after the stream as well. So I'm going to like triple check the exact amount of money donated. But thank you all for donating over $300 to charity tonight. Every single penny is going to Little Bridges. Talked about who they are in the beginning of the stream. So what was the request? JKS, we could look at that. Right before we go to JKS, CBAT, as Fab said. Yeah, Fab, there was the hidden bullish divergence and the falling wedge. I don't know if you saw the trade that I put out, but yeah, I put out a trade on CBAT at 498, and the target of the trade was 697, and the trade played out already. It went 42% profit in like 2 or 3 days. Biggest trade of the week. So I don't know if you were like, oh, you missed it. Okay, I was either confused on whether you were reminding me of it, because trust me, I remember, or if you just noticed it. So apparently you just noticed it. Yeah, there was a falling wedge with the divergence. So you did spot that. It's just it already, it could keep running, but it already played out and it hit the targets. Biggest trade of the week so far, 42% profit. I posted this on Sunday night, and it hit the target today for 42% profit in 3 days. Great stuff right there. But yeah, you were correct about everything. It's just it already played out, but you're learning. That's great. That's what matters more than anything else. So let me take a look at JKS, and then after that, I'm going to look at TRIT for print. Sean says, thanks for the stream. Enjoy the holiday and vacation. Thank you very much. Happy holidays to you and your family. JKS right here. It broke out of the falling wedge, and remember, I was a little bit confused on this falling wedge because I didn't know if it should be charted like this or if it should have been charted like that. But regardless, it broke out of it, so I'm just going to keep it like this, I guess. There was a falling wedge with classic bullish divergence on the daily. As you can see, you were going down in price, but your MACD went up in momentum, and it went to the $80 resistance that I showed, and it's showing resistance at $80. If it can break $80, your next resistance would be $90, which was just your high from right here. Also kind of like a psychological resistance on the 4 hour. Let me take this off the 4 hour. No divergence on the 4 hour. And maybe you could call it a double bottom, or this was your first bottom and this was your second bottom. I like it more as the falling wedge. Regardless, I don't think it matters whether it was a double bottom or a falling wedge. We already looked at KNDI dog days. You could scroll back to find it. Otherwise, I'll be posting all the timestamps for everything I went over at the end of the stream, and I'll put out a tweet when the timestamps are lives. Let me just skip that. But yeah, regardless whether it's a falling wedge or double bottom, your resistance is 80.80. If you break that, your next resistance is 90. If you cannot break 80.80, your next support would be just right here at $76 pretty much. Let me make that green. So those are your levels on JKS. It broke out of whatever structure you want to call it. It just needs more continuation. C90, not sure if it will, but just keep looking at the levels. And yep, if you want to send a donation to Little Britches, which is a local horse riding place for children who have special needs, every single cent tonight that is donated to the stream will be donated to them. I just can't do it directly. I can't like donate it directly to them, because then the names won't pop up on stream with like, so and so donated this much amount of money, and I want your names to be showing up on stream if you're donating. So I'm just going to be manually taking whatever was donated on stream, and I'll be sending it to them, and I'll be putting the receipt on Twitter tomorrow, or like the payment email, whatever it is that they give you. Joshua lost 1,200 on JKS today. Did you have puts, or did you short it or something? It went up today. I don't know. Unless you're saying you bought it right here. Like, did you buy it up here at 85? That could have been what happened. So yeah, it could have been. Danny says, yeah, I took profits, got in right when it broke out on JKS. One thing I would say is, like, if you took profits right here, try not to be taking profits when something just broke out, because the breakout means that you could see even much higher prices. So after something breaks out, you don't want to necessarily be holding it. You want to wait to, hit a target, whether that's a resistance, a Fibonacci line, a moving average, a VWAP, whatever it is that is resistance. Because when you break out, that means you just broke a resistance, which is a good thing. Oh, at the 80 resistance. Oh, okay, that makes a lot more sense. Profit is always profit, whether it continues or if it falls. Profit's always profit. You want to keep on making that profit, and you want to compound it. So good stuff right there. We'll see how it develops. Keep dropping tickers in the chat. We can take a look at BN. Oh, I said I was gonna look at TRIT for print. Print the other night dropped the most insane donation ever. Thank you again, Print. TRIT. Take a look at that. Yep, very good day today. It's very gappy. No divergence on the 4-hour, and there's not even data on the daily, so there's not much I can do here with technicals. I know I don't have to explain that to you. You've been around since the start. So if we're looking at the 1 hour, you could actually have some hidden bearish divergence on the 1 hour. Again, data on, you know, just for other people who don't know, like trying to find data on something so new and using technicals doesn't really work with high probability. It's kind of a much lower probability, just because technicals is reliant on a long period of data. So when you don't have a long period of data, it automatically lowers the probability of technicals. So it looks like this just gapped down like crazy. It's been moving back up to try and fill that gap. It didn't fill it. The gap fill looked like it was $13 pretty much, and it only got up to $12.72, and then it pulled back there. And there could be some hidden bearish divergence. Let me make that a red line, which means you made a lower high on price. Let me skip this song. That means you made a lower high on price from right here to right here. You made a lower high, but you had a higher level of momentum, which is bearish. And if the MACD crosses over to red, it will be confirmed. It's not even near red, so it's just potential for right now. And currently it's using the VWAP as support, as you can see right here, on the 1 hour. I don't use the VWAP over the 1 hour time frame, but yeah. Oh, TRIT was for Joshua Shield. Okay, got it. What else we got in the chat? Can I use fibs on TRIT? This is not really the place to be using fibs, if I'm being quite honest. Yeah, you just don't have a confirmed swing high, if that makes sense. If you want to learn about Fibonacci, it's the 4th video in my free course. Yes, 4th video in my free course, and it'll talk all about that. But if you really want to look at fibs, let's go from swing high to swing low. It is currently kind of like tweezer topped at not really any fib line. It was just kind of in between the 0.618 and the 786. It wasn't really on any Fibonacci line, but this kind of looks like a tweezer top, even though you're really close to the gap. Again, there's like 20 different ways I can look at this chart. It's just all of them are a low probability because there's not enough data on the chart. So we already looked at GIX, Anthony. I'll be posting it in the timestamps of the video after the stream ends, but if you wanted to scroll back and find it, go for it. Otherwise, it'll be in the timestamps after the stream ends. We did we look at PNTX? We did not, so we could take a look at that. I don't know how to pronounce it, I'm sorry. I'm just gonna say F because I don't want to mispronounce it. BNTX. And again, this is a charity stream. Do I still have it open? Yeah. Give me a second right here. So this is a charity stream for Little Britches. For the people that maybe just joined recently, Little Britches is a local horse riding center for children with special needs. My brother has special needs and he horse rides here, so it hits very close to home. We've got over $300 in donations tonight, so thank you so much. But 100% of the money donated to the stream tonight will be given to them, to Little Britches. I'll be sending the money tomorrow, so if you have anything to donate to give back for Christmas, you know, to help put smiles on children's faces, give them a good time. The link for that is the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. So that is who we are donating to tonight. I already went over this in the beginning of the stream, but just for maybe the people who just joined the stream recently or something, just like an explanation, their website is littlebritchesct.org. If you want to take a look at their website, they're a nonprofit organization. And yeah, that's their website. So let me put the brightness back up. So I was TRIT. How much battery do I have? I have a pretty good amount. This is like the first time I just got the new MacBook. This is like the first time it's ever gotten like hot. Like I've never heard the fan on this thing. It's never ever raised in temperature, but it's kind of a little bit hot right now. Probably because I've been using it literally since 9:30 a.m. So maybe the fact that I just used it for 12 hours straight is a pretty decent why it is a little bit hot right now. I don't even know why I brought that up, but whatever. I want to take a look at open always seek, and we could do that for sure. open. Again, there's not much data on this chart. There's no MACD at all. There's no pattern. There's no divergence. In terms of technicals, there's nothing I can do for you there, unfortunately. Let's see if there's anything on. Yeah, there's just not much data right there, unfortunately. How many donations came in so far? We can count it up. Let me just refresh my page. Let me start from when the stream started. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 donations have. Wait, no. 9, 10, 11. 11 donations have come in so far. And we've gotten, I think, around $350. I'm going to be counting it up exactly at the end of the stream. But probably around like $350 in donations right now. It was like 320 the last time I checked, and we just got a few more. So yeah, I'll count it up again at the end. But thank you to the 11 people who have donated tonight. What's going on with? Whoa, chill. I don't know if y'all heard that, but my music was acting up. But again, shout out to the top donor tonight, Eclaytoncoop, who started off the stream with the $100 donation. Also, shout out to Scrooge for the $50, Joshua for the $50, Patrick Cattell for the $50, and I think there was a $30 donation as well. Let me try and find it. $10 donation from Max. Let's go. There was a $30 donation from Cheddar Freeze. Thank you as well. And I'm going to be shouting out everybody who donated at the end of the stream. Even if it, was less or whatever it was, every single, penny counts and helps out. We just got a new donation from Max Carlson, $10 donation. Max said, keep up the great work. Thank you for that. And thank you for donating to Little Britches. Really appreciate all the donations coming in tonight. I missed BNTX. I'm sorry for that. So we can take a look at that. Hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So let's line that up. We made a high low on price for now. It's not confirmed. But if your MACD goes back to green and your price is above $87, it will be confirmed. In terms of support, scroll out a little bit. It's actually under a resistance. It broke under that. So you have hidden bullish divergence, but you're under a major resistance, which is 104. So you want to get back over 104 or 100%. There's actually some hidden bullish divergence potentially on the RSI on the 4-hour. So we can line that up right there, where you made a higher low on price from right here to right here, but you made a lower low on your MACD and your RSI. And then if we take a look at the daily, no divergence, not much of a pattern. So I don't know. You have potential divergence on the 4-hour, but you're under a critical resistance / support. In terms of the next support, what I see is right here, this high at 96.83. That was your high from October 19th, and that is pretty much what you're attempting to bounce off of right now. So support 96.83, but again, it could wick under it. It did wick under 96.83 right here. The candle closes are what matters in terms of breaking a support or a resistance, unless like it's like, unless it really just, boom, something like that, like it really dumps, then obviously the candle close wouldn't matter. But if it's just a little bit under the support, the candle close is what matters, and those did close over 96.83 on the 4-hour. And then your resistance is 104, which was your resistance on March 18th and July 22nd. So that is BNTX. Can we look at Rocket? We definitely can. Keep hitting that like button. We need 7 more likes for it. We need 6 more likes for 50 likes. Thank you to whoever literally just hit the like button. If you're not subscribed already, join the free trading movement. Streams every single day, apart from the next 4 days. I'm driving off tomorrow, and then Christmas and the weekend. So the next stream after tonight will be on Monday. But Monday we'll be doing the whole entire week and stuff like that. Happy holidays again to everybody. Where's Rocket at? Alright, Rocket. So Rocket is a trade setup that I put out. A lot of people put out a trade setup on Rocket at the same time, just because it was a very obvious inverse head and shoulders. We've been looking at Rocket. When it was right here on Rocket, I warned about Rocket right there, because at that time you had hidden bearish divergence on the daily. I put out a warning on Rocket, and then I said your next support was 20, and that's pretty much what happened. With the hidden bearish divergence, it not dumped, but it fell to $20, and then it created a right shoulder right there. So it depends on how you create your neckline. If you're using candle wicks to create your neckline, which is usually what I do, you did fall back into the inverse head and shoulders. But if you're using candle bodies, like this little candle body right here and this wick right here, then all you did was break out and then you back tested the breakout to try and flip it into support. So regardless, in my opinion, what would need to happen for a continuation to the upside is you need to break this orange line, this downsloping orange line. If you did, if you are using this as your support now, that means you need to break your resistance. So yeah, you want to get back above that orange line. The trade is currently like 3% in profit, but at one point the trade was, I think, 9%. Yeah, it was up 9% at one point. So that is rocket. I actually also I didn't warn about this move, but I said it could potentially happen because your MACD was going down over there, and that kind of like the same thing on your price. And then your daily, did it go to red? No, your daily MACD has not gone to red, but it could. And again, there's no bearish divergence even if it does go to red, but you just want it to stay green. So yeah, the green line and the orange line, just keep looking at those. As long as it's above $20, technically it's fine. But again, if it doesn't hold this down sloping green line, you could fall back down to 20. So you want to bounce very quickly. It looked great at the beginning of last week, but then it just didn't really see much demand as a lot of people expected, including myself. But again, it's still in profit, just not as much as when it was up 9% at one point. So yeah, what y'all think about the hat, the Fisker hat? And I wear hats in like every single live stream, so just perfect. If you weren't here before, like I have my biggest options trade on Fisker today, and like since we did Christmas early in my house because we're going on vacation, it was just so ironic how I got a Fisker hat and I got an options poster on the same day I had my biggest options trade on Fisker. Like, that's just so ironic. Whoa. Yeah, I like the white ocean. I have a question, because I know we have a lot of people that are Fisker supporters, like myself, in the chat. What color ocean would you want? And it doesn't have to be only the colors that they've shown, which I think so far it's like the gray color, the orange color, and the white color is what they've pretty much been showing so far. But if you could have any color Fisker ocean, what would you get? I was thinking about me personally. I would either want like an all black on black Fisker ocean, or I'd want like a satin red Fisker ocean. So I mean, I guess the question could really just be, what's your favorite car color? Baby blue Fisker would look dope. I agree with that, Harry. Anthony says black or white. F says, what do you consider as bullish divergence? BNTX says hidden bullish divergence, but you said it doesn't have. BNTX, we could take a look at it again. It depends on what time frame you're looking at. I'm looking at the daily. There could be hidden bullish divergence, but it's way too. Let me take this off the chart. All right, I can do this really quickly. Let me take these off the chart. So hidden bullish divergence implies price continuation to the upside. It means you made a higher low on a lower level on your oscillators. So that implies continuation to the upside with about like a 65 to 70% probability, but you cannot really start using hidden bullish divergence as an edge on your chart until your MACD starts moving back towards green, because you really want this to start happening. You want the MACD to start inching down back towards green like that. Then you can confirm it. The only way you can confirm it is if your MACD goes back to green, but you can still use it as hidden bullish divergence on the way down. But what you're looking for on the hidden bullish divergence is a waning level of momentum, right? You want that negative momentum to lower, and then you want it to lower again, and then lower again day by day. You know what I'm saying? So until you start seeing those lower or lesser levels of negative momentum, you really can't confirm it. But if we take a look at the 4 hour, like on the daily, you're still going down and down and down on your MACD. But if we take a look at the 4 hour, right? Your MACD is doing what we want it to do. Your MACD is moving more back down towards the green histogram island. So hidden bullish divergence gets confirmed when the MACD goes to green, but because that means you would have a crossover from your short-term moving average going over your longer-term moving average, which is your 12-day and your 26-day moving average. The MACD is the moving average convergence divergence indicator. So yeah, you already have the 4 hour going back towards green. but you don't have the daily going back towards green yet. So right now it would be considered high potential hidden bullish divergence, which I do use for many trades. We use that on look, where is it? CBAT, right? Can't find it, of course. My watch list is so big, I need to like organize it better. Where's CBAT? Right here. Okay, so if we go to the daily on CBAT, look, on CBAT, a trade that played out this week, it went up 42% in 3 days. I put this out on Sunday night and it went up 42% since then to hit my target. As you can see, you never got that confirmed hidden bullish divergence yet. The MACD did not go to green, but you were able to consider it that because once I originally put out the trade, you were at least starting to go back towards green. So you had a high potential of that happening. So that was like a little talk on divergence. If you want to learn more about divergence, there's a free course on my channel if you go to playlist. Otherwise, there's a link to my free course in the description. Divergence is the 8th video of the course, so you could learn more about that there. We got some more colors coming in. Max said he wants a carbon Fisker Ocean. Danny says blacked out. Rooster says F the ocean, I want an emotion. Fab says probably matte black. I like that answer quite a bit. Anthony says he's in Los Angeles too, so he's waiting for a day. He sees one in person. I saw a tweet today where somebody saw a Fisker Ocean at like in like a parking lot or something today. Black on black. Yeah, I want to get black on black as well. What else? Can you look at rap? I can, James. We will take a look at that. But yeah, if you want to send a donation to Little Britches, which is the charity of choice tonight, a local horse riding center for children with disabilities or special needs, the link for that is in the description. It's the first link in the description or the pinned comment in the chat. I'm only running it through my tip link so that the names and the donation amounts can pop up on the stream, because I'm using the Streamlabs platform to stream, and that's like their donation page. But every single cent that is donated tonight, which we're going to count up at the end of the stream, will be donated. I'll pay it, you know, and then I'll put the receipt or the confirmation of the payment on Twitter tomorrow. So yeah, that's why tonight is a charity stream. I just want, I want to give back to a cause that means a lot to me. And right around Christmas time, just the best time to be giving. But you should always try to be giving as well. And you all gave me this platform, so I figured, I think it would be nice for sometimes to do nights like these where we're using the platform for a really good cause, to help others out. So if you want to send a donation, just a pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. So we can take a look at Wrap. And then Rooster, thank you again for helping me out. He just dropped the link to their website if you want to take a look at their website as well. So we can look at Wrap Technologies. Let's see. Not much divergence. It could be argued that it already played out if you did have hidden bullish divergence. So I'm just going to chart the levels right here. And keep hitting that like button. We need 5 more likes to get 50 likes. Come on, hit that like button if you support the free analysis every single night. And today, this is my second stream. I did a 1-hour stream earlier today, doing Power Hour. You're kind of in the middle of a channel on Wrap and you're under the 200 day. You don't have much divergence on the daily, and you don't have much of a pattern. So I don't know. There's not a major edge on this in my opinion. Maybe you could look at it as a pennant, but then again, a pennant is a neutral pattern or a symmetrical triangle, whatever you want to call it. It's a neutral pattern, so like even if you do chart it, like I don't really know if that helps out. Like it could still break to the upside or the downside. But that's kind of what it looks like on the daily to me. On the 4 hour is not even loading, so am I glitching out, or is this just like a new company or something where the daily was showing me not correct data? I don't know, let me know, but regardless, there's not much I can do there. We can take a look at GEN Silent Dawn. All good, a little bit late, it's just what happens. Appreciate you showing up. So not a big fan of the macro trend. I mean, honestly. You have a resistance at 61.6 cents. And it kind of got over it, then it went to the 200-day moving average and then pulled back under it. And then in terms of support, something like that would be your support. Let me change the song. So yeah, this would be like your support, this upsloping green line, and then your resistance is 61.6 cents. And you do actually have a confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, where you've been making higher lows on price. But you actually have triple hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour, where you've been going up in price, but your MACD's been going down, and you went back towards green. But again, the macro trend is very, very concerning. I usually don't trade stocks that, you know, over the course of several months to years, just have been going down and been making lower lows and lower highs. Just not a good trend, and it's really hard to get a confirmation of reversal in that trend. Wrap was WRTC. I don't know, because like this on my trading view, you can see in the top left right here, it says wrap. Are you saying that it merged? Is that what you're saying? Like it merged right here? I don't know. I'm sorry. Max says hit that like button, subscribe, and donate to a good cause. Absolutely. Thank you for 50 likes on the stream tonight. Thank you for all the donations, over $300. We're gonna count it up at the end. No, I have not done PLTR. We can take a look at that. So Palantir right here. But yeah, if you want to send a donation to Little Britches, it's the pinned comment in the chat and the first link in the description. Probably going to be live for like another 10 minutes or so, because I gotta wake up at 5 a.m. Palantir broke out of this like pennant. It's been going up after the breakout. Your resistances are $31.20 and $33.45, just the wick from right here and the wick from right here. And your support is this upsloping green line. So yeah, no divergence on the 4-hour, and I don't think there is on the daily, no. So yeah. Oh, just changed symbols from WRTC from wrap. Okay. So that's Palantir. What would be your Pfizer stop loss? Currently my Pfizer stop loss is 35, I could tell you the exact number, 35.97, but I'm playing Pfizer with call options, so it's a lot different there. But for like the actual trade that I put out, the stop loss is 35.97. And yeah, we already talked about Pfizer earlier. You could scroll back to find it, but I'll be posting in the timestamps. DPW, we could take a look at that. DPW Holdings, walking along this 357 support, which is also your 0.786 Fibonacci line. You have confirmed hidden bullish divergence on the 4-hour. So this one is like either you bounce right here, and you could see maybe, let's see if there's any gaps to fill. I think there is. Yeah, if you bounce right here, you could maybe, and again, it's a maybe. $10 donation from Anthony M. Thank you very much. Skip that. Anthony M, thank you very much for the $10 donation to Little Britches. He says, Merry Christmas and great work with everything you are doing. Really appreciate that. Thank you for donating to Little Britches and helping to, you know, bring smiles to children's faces. But yeah, thank you very much for the 10. DPW. There's some, wait, is there, wait, what am I doing? All right, stop it. I think I was showing it on the 4-hour before. Were we just on the 4-hour, or have we been on the daily? All right, yeah, so that's from the 4-hour. Let me leave that there. I was trying to line this up. This could be a potential trade. I don't know. Like, it has the Fibonacci support. It has the horizontal support. It has hidden bullish divergence developing on the 4-hour and on the daily, where you've made a higher low on price with a lower level on your MACD, and your MACD is moving back towards green. So you have a Fibonacci support, a horizontal support, and hidden bullish divergence, which I like. The only issue is you don't really have much of a pattern. So honestly, I'm not gonna really post this on Twitter or anything, or on my trading view page, but just since you're asking, if you do want to trade this and you are choosing to trade this, the way I would help you out, because you do have divergence and support, I'm gonna show you like how I would manage my risk on a trade like this. Dylan Dido Maso, or Dido Maso, don't know how to pronounce it, but thank you very much for the $5 donation, donating to charity. TSC and CPRI, we will take a look at both of those. Appreciate the $5. Appreciate everybody who's been donating tonight. Thank you for 51 likes. If you're not subscribed, join the free trading movement. Streams every single night. So yeah, you have the Fibonacci support, horizontal support, hidden bullish divergence. The way I would manage my risk on this trade would just be like this. So I'm going to pull out my long position tool. Let's say I open a position right here. You know that you don't want to mess with it if it falls under, let me fix that, if it falls under this support. So let me go on the 4-hour actually. So the thing is, you kind of have this low right here, which makes it a little bit hard, but you already pivoted right here. So I would, honestly, I'd leave the stop loss right there, but I wouldn't enter unless it really came back down towards that support line. I'd enter on a back test of 357 basically. And in terms of a target, you have a gap fill right here, so that could be a target. Let me lower this, which would do you have any resistance there though? Yeah, look, you have this high from right here. Let me make that a horizontal line actually. You have this like wick from right there, which lines up with the target, which would be a crazy target, but again, this just had a crazy drop. So yeah, this is pretty much how I would manage my risk. Maybe even a little bit of a looser stop loss. Lower this a little bit, and of course I would probably do 2 targets. So I'd probably, that would be like a aggressive target. Let me lower this again. And this is only for education right now. It's not like an official trade or anything. And if you want like a shorter term play, you could maybe raise your entry a little bit. Let me move that over. You could raise your entry because you already did bounce off 357. So if you're playing for the short term, raise the entry, but then also raise the stop loss. So like literally right under 357, and then lower your target because it's a shorter term play. And then you could just go for like this little like local resistance right there. That's 3 reward to risk, and this is 6 reward to risk. Those are 2 different ways you could trade it, mainly for educational purposes. Amar says, thanks for everything, both you and the mods do. Appreciate y'all. Definitely appreciate the support, but shout out to Print, Rooster, and Bala. The amount that they help me out, because it's a little bit hard to read the chat when I'm so into the charts and stuff, and when I'm trying to manage the music and the donations and like all that stuff. So thank you to Print, Bala, and Rooster. They are, key parts of the stream, helping people out in the chat, providing info, helping the conversation flow. Shout out to Print, Rooster, and Bala, for really helping me and being a part of the free trading movement on the front end. So yeah, that's DPW. XL made you money today. Glad to hear that. EJ Senior. Vibes coming in from Chetta, Amar. And yeah, appreciate all the support. Thank you very much. Oh, now we got to take a look at TSC and CPRI. Did I really skip? Oh, I am so sorry, Dylan. My memory is just terrible. So I'm going to take a look at both of those right now. TSC and CPRI. Really apologize for that. TSC, CPRI. Okay. It was CPRI, right? Right there. A lot of vibes in the chat coming in from Chetta, Amar, Trade Assassin, and Shoshan family. So TSC, high flyer. Probably I'm gonna have to go on the daily to find like a good support resistance level. All right, I think it would be like right here, right there. So you're just above your high from June of 2016. Kind of your highs, you're kind of messing with your highs from February 2019, and then you're also above this high from November 5th 2019. So you're trying to break out right now, but again, you kind of have like this gray area where you still have these highs right here. So you'd really need to break like this box right there for more confirmation, which would be like you would need to get above 53 essentially. major rounding bottom. And remember, this thing just went from $14 to $14. Can't talk again. From $14 to $50. So it already is up a lot. You do not have any divergence on the daily. Looking at the 4 hour, you don't have divergence either. So could it keep going up? Absolutely. That's pretty much all it's done in since March, since the COVID crash. Pretty much just been making higher highs, higher lows. Until that trend breaks, the trend is essentially your friend. So until you start creating lower highs and lower lows, until you do something like this, which will eventually happen, the question is just when, and there's no way to know. What you can do is react. Until you start doing things like this, you know, where you're making lower lows and lower highs, until you start doing that, the trend is your friend. But just remember, you're in a resistance area, you don't have a pattern, you don't have divergence, but the trend is your friend most of the time, is what, you know, most traders will tell you. But again, you're at a resistance, so it could be breaking out, but be a little bit conservative with it. That's TSC, and then let me double check I spelled that right. CPRI, that is correct. CPRI, again, this is another really high flyer from $5 to 42, so it's already up a lot. But like I said, until it starts making lower highs and lower lows, the trend is your friend, essentially. In terms of support and resistance levels, you have support at $39.78, which was your high from right here. You have resistance at $43, which was your low from right here. You have resistance at $49, which was your highs from right here and from right there. Not much of a pattern again, and let me zoom in a little bit more. No divergence on the 4 hour. No divergence on the daily, so again, it's making a higher high, a higher low, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high. Until that trend breaks, it's going to keep going up, obviously, but when the trend does break and it makes a lower high, that's when I would take some caution. But that is CPRI. And I think that's going to do it for the analysis tonight. We have been live, how long? The stream's not over yet. I'm still just going to talk for a little bit. We've gone through a lot of charts, and I also did a whole entire hour-long live stream in the afternoon. And I've been looking at charts since 9:30 a.m. So my eyes are like kind of hurting from looking at the charts. Thank you again, Dylan, for the donation. So I think we're going to stop the analysis there. I've just been staring at charts all day, so we're just going to talk for a little bit. If you want to talk, stick around. We're also going to be counting up how much money has been donated tonight. But yeah, appreciate the support, Trade Assassin. Yeah, so just some other things to talk about. Great day in the market. In terms of my thoughts on the market, eventually things could, you know, get scary. There's a lot of uncertainty right now with COVID and vibes in the chat right now. I want vibes in the chat. Get vibes in the chat really fast. Like literally run to your keyboard and type vibes right now. Get vibes in the chat. Print headshots. Donated the $1,250 to me the other night, and tonight he is donating $500 to charity to Little Britches CT. Get the vibes in the chat. How many people are in here? 38 people are in here. Oh my gosh, the vibes are going crazy. From Trade Assassin, Fab, Dylan, Amar, Cheddar Freeze, Raj, Shoshan, EJ Senior, Patrick, Cheddar. Print. I like how every time Print drops a crazy donation, Bala just starts typing Print emojis. Oh my gosh, Print genuinely, you know, great stuff. Like, I'm starting to get like a loss for words. Like, you're insane. You're the top donor in the stream by far, and tonight you have donated $500 to charity. You have donated to a charity that really means a lot to me. Yeah, Print needs his own emoji. Thank you, Print, for donating $500. That's gonna help the horses out. That's gonna help the children who use Little Britches for therapy. It's gonna help, you know, with physical therapy, with mental therapy. For children who have special needs, thank you so much, Print, for helping out with the charity stream. My own brother goes to Little Britches CT. He has special needs, and this is a cause that I really wanted to donate to because how they got affected for COVID. So thank you so much for helping, my brother out when he goes there. Thank you for helping all the children out who go there. And thank you so much for the $500 donation to Little Britches CT. Really, really, really appreciate it. You're going to make a change for a lot of children this Christmas, and that's awesome. Like, truly, pat on the back to you for everything you've done for me, for what you're doing tonight for the children. Thank you so much for how much of a supporter you've been ever since literally the beginning of this. You've been here since the start, pretty much. So Print, thank you so much. I know I say thank you, but really you have donated so much money to me and now to also Little Britches. So yeah, Rooster is typing in the link to their website in the chat right now if you want to check it out, who we're donating to tonight. But Print, $500 donation. Print, I am so excited to tell my parents and my brother who goes to Little Britches about how much you donated, about how much everybody donated tonight. I'm so excited to tell my family to send the donation. I'm gonna be posting, well, tomorrow I'm gonna be tweeting. I don't know why I just said in 3 different ways, but at some point tomorrow I'm gonna put out a tweet of when I do send the donation. I'm gonna put out a tweet of I don't know how they do it, but if they give me an email of the payment, I'll put a tweet of that. If they give me if they just give me a confirmation on the website, I'll put a screenshot of that. However they give me the confirmation, I'll post that on Twitter at some point tomorrow. But Print says you work too hard for all of us. I try my best. Thank you for that. Thank you for everything you've done. Really, really, really making a change. For me, you've literally changed my life with how much you've donated to me, and you're making a change to multiple children right now. So, I'm not trying to get emotional right now, but thank you very much, Print. That really does make a change, and that was very, very generous. $500 donation from Print. Let's get some more vibes in the chat. What a night, what a stream. Hazza F31 for $20 more going towards charity tonight. Thank you very much, Hazza. You also donated earlier tonight. The first donation was 10, so you've donated 30 in total. Thank you very much, Hazza. He says, no, Print, don't know, but love what you stand for. Absolutely. And remember, everything helps, and $30 is definitely also making a change. Thank you to everybody who's donated tonight. Vibes in the chat, great stuff all around. Thank you for 53 likes. Just great stuff. Great stuff. So we're done with the charting for now. I'm gonna talk for a second, and then we're gonna count up all the donation money for tonight. And I'm actually gonna count it up twice. So if you don't want to see me do that, you can leave. But I want to really verify it, and I'm gonna verify it again after the stream. Yeah, Cheddar Freeze putting in some Mac Miller lyrics into the chat. But yeah, just some updates in terms personally. I can't stream until Monday. Well, I can't stream tomorrow because I'm gonna be in the car all day. And then it's Christmas, so I won't be streaming on Christmas, and then it's the weekend. So my next stream after tonight will be on Monday. I'm still gonna be tweeting. Oh my gosh. BC with the $40 donation. You all are crazy. Merry Christmas from BC. Merry Christmas to you as well. Thank you for how much you've donated to me. Thank you for donating to Little Britches. Thank you very much for the $40. Going towards a great cause. Really appreciate that. More vibes in the chat. Absolutely, everybody. For the 30 people still here, drop some vibes in the chat. We're here donating money to charity. This is awesome. Really, for the children, for the horses. Thank you so much. For really making a change this Christmas. And yeah, from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because this does, this is a very personal charity for me. So thank you very much. The market does close tomorrow at 1 p.m. Thank you for all the donations tonight. We're going to count up in a second. But as I said, the next stream will be on Monday night. I will be tweeting on tomorrow. I'll be tweeting tomorrow. I don't know, because I'll be in the car at 5. So I'll try and wake up. I'm probably gonna be sleeping in the car. I'll try and wake up at like 9:30 when the market opens, and I'll be tweeting on my phone. So it depends on if I have a connection on my phone to be tweeting, and I'm gonna have to be charting on my phone. So I'll see how that goes. But I'm gonna be tweeting tomorrow until the market closes. Going to Miami, Trade Assassin, to visit family in Miami. I just moved from Miami, but I lived in Miami for the 3 years until I moved away. So yeah. That kind of recaps everything. Great day in the market. A lot of donations coming in. Now it's time to count up the donations and see just how much we are donating to Little Britches. Unfortunately, I cannot show you like the actual back end on the website, just because it shows people's personal information. Not personal information. It doesn't show like their cards or anything, but it shows like real names and stuff like that. So because of PayPal and stuff, so I cannot, display that to the public. And also, the website shows like, just like my all-time donation number, and that's something I just kind of keep private. I don't really like talking about money like that and stuff publicly, so I can't really show my all-time donation amount, unfortunately. But I'm going to be counting it up live in front of you all with my calculator. And if somebody wants to be weird, you can literally go back to the beginning of the stream and count it up yourself every time somebody donated. But I'm gonna count it up live right here. I just can't show you my screen for privacy reasons. That's probably quite obvious. We're gonna count it up right now on my calculator. It's gonna take me a second here. I don't even know if you want to watch this, because I'm gonna be doing this 2 times in a row just to double check. And I'm gonna be doing it again after the stream. I just want to do it 1 time on stream. So if you want to leave here, go for it. All I'm going to be doing for the rest of the stream is counting up the donations and saying thank you like 100 more times. But yeah, I'm about to count up all the donations we have donated, all the money we have donated to Little Britches tonight for the Christmas charity stream. Before I count up all the money, I want to thank every single person who donated. So thank you to Eclaytoncoop, Fab, Scrooge, Braden, Joshua, CB Ruck, Cheddar Freeze, Nick Nasty TV, Patrick Cattell, Haza F31, Danny D, Max Carlson, Anthony M, Dylan Ditto Masso, Print, $500, Haza again, and BC. Thank you to everybody who has donated tonight. Thank you so much. That was the full list of names in terms of who's donated since the stream started. We're about to count up the money, see the final count. And yeah, I have to post the timestamps as well, and I gotta wake up at 5, so let's count up the money. Alright, this might be a little bit boring. I just want to do it very slowly and make sure I do it correctly, and I want to do it on stream so we can see the total amount. So 100 plus 10 plus 50 plus 10 plus 50 again plus 10 plus 30 plus 5 plus 50 plus 10 plus 5, yep, and then plus 10 again, plus 5 plus 500 from print, plus 20 plus 40. That's the first count. I got $915 on my first count. Now I'm going to count it again just to verify, make sure I didn't mess up. So I just counted it for the first time. I got $915 donated to charity tonight. Absolutely insane. Let me verify that real quick. Let me go over it again. So let's see. Let me just count it up one more time. So we got 915 on the first count. I'm just going to double check right now. So where did it start? I know it started with Eclaytoncoop, so I'm looking for his name. I'm sorry if this is boring. You don't have to be here for this. I just want to do it on stream. Why am I so bad at finding names right now? Eclaytoncoop was the first person. All right. So count number 2 just to verify. 100 plus 10 plus 50, plus 10, plus 50 again, plus 10, plus 30, plus 5, plus 50, plus 10, plus 5, plus 10, plus 10 again, plus 5, plus 500 from print, plus 20, plus 40. I got 915 again. So I counted it up twice and I got $915 2 times in a row. So I believe that is the actual amount. I'm gonna triple check it after the stream ends before I send the donation. But yeah, $915 donated to charity. Trade Assassin says plus 100 from me, see Twitter. Looking at Twitter. What do you mean by see Twitter? Did you tweet or message me? Were you even talking about that? I'm so confused right now. Oh, I see it. You DM'd me. All right. So I see your DM. Trade Assassin on Twitter. You said you're going to donate tonight. You're just a little bit confused with how to actually do it. I'll DM you after the stream. And yeah, I'll DM you after the stream. We'll work that out. So you said you're going to donate $100. We're going to add that to the total count. So the total count of on-stream donations is $915. But we're going to be adding your $100, Trade Assassin. You said plus 100 from me. See Twitter. Okay. So if you take what Trade Assassin is going to be donating, and then you add that to what we've gotten on stream, that is $915 plus $100. That is, let me write it down so I don't forget the number. And I double checked it, and I'm gonna triple check it after the stream ends. We have raised $1,015 tonight on stream. We raised a grand. We raised a grand tonight on stream for charity. Like I am beyond humbled. You all crushed it tonight. Again, shout out to everybody who donated. I said all the names already. But also we're gonna be adding Trade Assassin to that list. Shout out to Trade Assassin as well. We just donated $1,015 to charity during a 2-hour live stream. We need vibes in the chat. I know some people left when I started being boring when I was counting up the money, but for the 22 people that are still here, I want to see vibes in the chat. Like truly, for the people who donated, Print, thank you very much for donating. I'm gonna say like the top donors, but Print, top donor, $500, and then we got the $100. The first tip was from Eclaytoncoop, so Eclaytoncoop, and then also the 100 that Trade Assassin is trying to send right now. So shout out to Print for the 500, Eclaytoncoop for the 100, and Trade Assassin for the 100 as well. So in total, that is $1,015 donated to Little Britches. Again, this is the website if you want to take a look at it, littlebritchesct.com. Right here is their website. It is a therapeutic writing program for special needs children. Very close to my family, as my brother is special needs, and this program really helps him out a lot. So thank you all so much for how you've changed my life in the last 2 months, for donating to donating $1,015 to charity tonight for Christmas to help put smiles on children's faces. Thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. $1,015 is going to make a huge change. I'm very proud of every single person in the stream tonight. Thank you to everybody who donated from the bottom of my heart. Merry Christmas to all of your families. I hope you are happy, healthy, and safe. I hope your family is happy, healthy, and safe. Your friends, everybody. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, whatever holiday you celebrate, happy holidays. And if you don't celebrate holidays, happy end to the year of 2020, right? Yeah, I'm not going to be streaming until Monday, unfortunately, like I said before, in the car all of tomorrow, and then it's Christmas in the weekend. So the next time I'm going to be streaming is on Monday. Thank you, Print. Thank you, Trade. Thank you, Cheddar. Thank you, Fab. But I will be tweeting out as much as I can while I'm in the car tomorrow. So have a very, very good Christmas if you celebrate Christmas. And thank you again from the bottom of my heart for donating $1,015 to charity. You all are amazing. Have a great night. I will be posting the actual payment receipt or whatever confirmation they give me when I donate the money. I'll be posting that on Twitter at some point tomorrow for the $1,015. But it is locked in. $1,015 is what we are donating to charity. So thank you very much. Have a great night. Peace out. And shout out Print for the 500 to charity. Let's go.